Oh yeah, you know what time it is. You already know what's going on. I am your host Cam Silver,
I am your co-host Kyle Silver.
and welcome back to another episode of the Silver Boys Podcast. Whew, Kyle, for the first time since 2016, we are going to a game 7 in the NBA Finals. Give it up. Give
Let's
it
go,
up.
boy. For the fifth time since 2000, boy. Yes, sir.
Ooh,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That put chills down the spine. Honestly, it's a
mhm.
it's a rare thing that happens. It's a rare thing.
It is, man. Gotta appreciate it. Gotta
Yeah,
appreciate it, especially when there's two equal teams that are really going out there and putting it all out there every single night, man. You have to appreciate it.
you have to. Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
But let's catch people up to how we got here. So, with the Pacers up 2-1, Thunder come back in game four and win 111 to 104 behind Shea Gilgeous-Alexander's 35 points and Jalen Williams 27 points, along with Caruso coming out the bench with 20. Game five, Thunder beat the Pacers 120 to 109. Halliburton did not look good. 0 for 4 from three, 0 for 6 from the field, and he also strained his calf. So, very big questions going on into Game six, but also Thunder got huge contribution out of Jalen Williams with 40 points, 6 boards to go along with that, along with Shea Gilgeous going off for 31 and 10 assists himself.
Mhm.
Don't get no better than that, right? But when it was time for the Thunder to close out, just couldn't do it. Pacers played with just another level of energy, another level of desperation, and they were able to beat up on the Thunder 108 to 91 to force a game seven. Kyle, what did you see in this game six?
I saw uh I saw a lackadaisical Thunder team in this game six. I saw a team that looked like they knew they were going back to the crib, in game seven, and that they just kind of, wasn't putting their full effort into this. Almost essentially like they want to go back home. If that makes sense, they want to go back to OKC and get this done like on their home turf. I thought I thought the Pacers defense was just I thought this was the best defense that the Pacers have played all series, honestly. Just the way that they were attacking SGA as he was getting into his shot, as Jalen Williams was getting into his shot. When you're dancing at the 3 point line, then that's when okay, boom, put the shoulder into a Nemhard or a McConnell if you're SGA. At that moment, right then and there, what I seen was now let's go gang defend at this point.
Yeah,
Double team, sending the double teams at the right time, not too early, but late enough that it matters.
right.
And I think that was a real big thing, and I can only attribute that to coaching on Rick Carlisle's part as well. And role players play better at home. We've talked about that plenty of times before on this podcast. Obi Toppin with 20 points himself, leading scorer, on the team. I thought that was really huge, because this was the Obi Toppin game essentially. I thought he really put them in the best position to win. Um, and even Tyrese Halliburton from the jump, just a different energy is what you saw from the start of game five and the start of game six from Tyrese. I thought he just was looking for his shot early.
Mhm.
He had that one free throw real early. He got to see one go through super early, and sometimes that's what you need, and that's the most important thing. You need to see one go through early, and that raises your confidence tenfold. So I thought that was the most important thing. I just saw an OKC team that knew that they were going back to the crib. Man, that was it.
Yeah, yeah. Though I had picked the Thunder to win in six,
Mhm.
but it's hard to win a game away, especially in this series with how both of these teams are, especially
Yeah.
with how their fan bases are starving for an NBA championship. Um, yeah, I seen a Pacer team that was desperate, seeing a Pacer team that knew their backs was against the wall and knew that tomorrow might not come. So we have to leave it all out here today. And that's exactly what they did. Halliburton, like you said, he just needs to see one go through because when he started the game, he started off 0 for 3.
Yeah.
He was still having trouble getting that three down, still having trouble, just getting the ball into the basket. He got that one free throw to go in, and then after that, he had a straightaway three. And then after that, that's when you started to see the ball rolling. He started to get his energy up, and he started to look a lot better. In the beginning, he looked like if I do too much on this calf, I might not be able to play.
So he just wanted to do just
He
enough.
wanted to do
Just
just enough,
enough.
just enough. But then I think once the game really started getting rolling, once he started making the shots, then after that you started to see him be a lot more free with the
And then his adrenaline as well too.
his adrenaline. Yep. The adrenaline carries you, and then so does the crowd. The crowd really carries you as well. Like you said, it was a Obi Toppin game. Obi Toppin, in my opinion, if the Pacers actually do win this, I think Obi Toppin has a huge case to be MVP, to be the Finals MVP.
Wow,
I really
I gotta argue with you on that one. Okay,
I really
okay,
do think that. Think about it. In game one, think about what he did in game one. And in
yeah.
game one, he was able to come in and he was able to put up, if I could get it right here, he was able to put up 17 points, 5 boards. He was, what, 5 or 8 from
Mhm.
three. So, game one, he was able to do his thing. Game four, he still has 17.7 boards. Game six, he comes back and he does his thing with 20 points. So, like, he's had his games coming off the bench. Also, another one, TJ McConnell could be
Oh,
a.
that's what I was gonna
That's who
say.
you
That's
gonna say?
exactly
Okay,
who I
good.
was gonna say.
I'll let you take over that
Yeah,
one.
yeah. TJ, I could genuinely give it to TJ because I don't think that there's anybody on that floor that could guard this little dude, bro.
Yes,
Genuinely speaking, TJ McConnell, Energizer Bunny. Every time he's come off the bench, he's made an impact on the game.
yes,
Every single game, whether they won, whether they lost, whether they're down 20, whether they're up 30. Every time TJ McConnell has come into this game, every single time he has made an impact and he has made a difference. And more of a difference than Tyrese, more of a difference than Pascal Siakam. I could
yeah.
argue that too,
Oh yeah.
genuinely.
Oh yeah.
Well, we already know with the Tyrese and his calf is his calf. I understand that, but go ahead.
It's
Yeah,
kind of the reason why I kind of dismissed both of them.
I don't think honestly speaking, it's either going to be Pascal, TJ, or Obi.
Or Obi,
And
yeah.
out of those three, I could really see them giving it to TJ McConnell.
I like that one. I like that one because you're right. Just watching the game, just from like a defensive player's perspective, like how me and you were growing up,
Hmm.
it's one of those things where you could kind of see it in the Thunder's faces. They're frustrated because they just don't know what to do.
It's his activity on the defensive end. It's his activity on the offensive end. Yeah, he's out. He's out rebounding Isaiah Hartenstein.
Yeah, which is what you weren't gonna come into the series ever thinking that.
Nobody would have said that TJ McConnell was going to be your difference maker.
Yeah,
And I think that he probably gives them the best opportunity to win this series in a game seven.
yeah,
Genuinely speaking, because when if it gets rough and Pascal's not hitting his shots and Tyrese Halliburton isn't hitting his shots, and let's just say Obi Toppin and TJ McConnell are getting it done for you,
right, right. That's who
I see
you.
no reason why you can't give it to TJ. He's just been probably the second best point guard in the series, honestly,
Oh yeah, easily, easily.
easily.
But my biggest worry is what if Rick Carlisle does that thing that he did in Game Five where he chose to stick with his guy in Tyrese instead of keeping TJ? Because think about it. If they keep TJ out there, they might end up winning that game five, and then they might have come back home to win game six, and then we're talking about the Pacers being the NBA champions right now instead of us discussing the game seven.
And the fact that is that razor thin that TJ McConnell is and this is why I think that you if the Indiana Pacers were to win and he has another six, let's just say even if it's 16 points, like a 16-point game in game seven, it's the energy, it's the effort,
The
it's that
steals, the
he's
steals
a
on the
he's a locomotive train, dude,
the
like for
steals on
real.
the inbound, man. The steals on the inbound, brother. Like, it's the carelessness of the Thunder too on that part. It's just things like that. But I like that argument. I like that argument right there. Both Obi and McConnell both have come off the bench and they have done wonders for this Indiana Pacers team. To be honest with you, if they don't have them, Thunder gets these boys up out of here in five.
Think Benedict Mathurin was the third leading scorer in the post series on Indiana.
Yeah,
Is what I'm saying here. TJ
yeah,
McConnell is whatever is wherever he's at. That means something. That means something to me. That
it
means something
does.
to me.
It does.
I mean, in OKC, I don't know, man. I'm a little concerned. I think Indiana showed them a lot of different things on the defensive end that they need to be worried about. And if they're not hitting shots, like they were not hitting shots in a game 6 on Thursday, we might be having a real different conversation.
Yeah, yeah,
A
no,
real different conversation.
you're right. You're right. Yeah, it's gonna be tough, but them, I think the thing that you just have to lean on is just they're gonna be at home. They should be a lot more relaxed, a lot more, like obviously both teams now we're at this state where both teams are have to play with the same desperation. They have to play with the same energy. They
Mhm.
have to come in with the same mindset, the same mentality. So I think now the playing field is leveled now. 0-0. That's where we're at. Just win one. That's all you got to do. Win each quarter, win each play. That's all you got to do.
Win each play, win every dead ball, every
Yes,
all of it,
yes.
every loose ball,
Every loose
all of it,
ball.
all of it, all of it,
Yes.
because it's gonna matter.
And,
But I'm gonna say one thing here:
uh,
if if Tyrese Halliburton hits another game winner in a game 7, I'm just gonna come on to the podcast next week speechless.
you
I'm so serious.
just gonna sit here.
I might just let you talk for 25 minutes, 30 minutes, dog. Because I'll be my jaw is gonna be on the floor in terms, and that's what I'm afraid is gonna happen. I'm serious. I'm real serious here. I'm afraid that's gonna happen.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh
I wouldn't be
man,
surprised at all.
man.
Because game seven is something that we all talk about. Weird things happen all the time in game sevens. Like we don't know Tyrese Halliburton can hit that jump shot. Someone like a Isaiah Joe or Aaron Wiggins could come off the bench for the Thunder and drop 30.
30
Like,
like and that's the lovely thing, the fact that both teams are so deep. They could rely on 1 through 10, 1 through 12, damn near.
almost, yeah.
um that's a real I think that's a treat just as a basketball fan. Honestly, you get to see a full team in its entirety, and how different guys are doing different things in different games to put their team over the hump.
Right.
We've seen Aaron Neesmith hit his shots. We've seen Pascal, we've seen TJ, we've seen J Dub. We already know what SGA is gonna do. These are telling moments. These are teams, brother. Is all I'm trying to say. These are teams.
Yeah,
These are
yeah.
teams. These aren't just dudes or one guy, just two guys just going at it.
Yep. The
This
same
is a
thing.
full 1 through 12 battle.
Yep. And it's so rare to see that. I don't think we've ever really seen that, if I'm being
No,
honest with you.
it's been a really, really, really long time. Yeah,
Yeah.
honestly.
It's something that we rarely see because what is the one thing that we always say or that everybody says when we get into the playoffs? The rotations cut down. And this for these two teams,
These
it
rotations
expands.
expanded. Yeah,
They expand.
all throughout the playoffs. These two teams, their rotations have expanded. Each
Yes.
guy knows their role, and I think that that's the most important thing. Each guy on OKC and each guy on Indiana knows their roles, and they know what needs to be done. And if one guy's hot, you keep feeding him, and
Yeah.
that's just what it is. Obviously, it's the game of ball.
Exactly. Exactly. And that's how it goes. So
Hmm.
yeah, game seven, Sunday at 8 o'clock on
All right,
EA.
wait. Who we taking? Who we taking? Who we taking? Boy, who we taking?
Whew.
Who we taking?
I picked the Thunder before and I'm gonna pick them again.
Tyrese Halliburton game winner. No seconds left on the shot clock. On and like it's gonna be like 108. 106, 108, 108,
To like 107.
107.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Like that.
That's what I'm feeling. And I think last 10 seconds, I think he gonna do it. I think he gonna do it, and I'm scared.
All right. So then that happens. I'll give you my finals MVP. It'll be if I'm picking the Thunder, it'll be Shea.
Okay.
Oh,
If I'm picking who,
you got a tough one.
because if Tyrese Halliburton hits this game winner, man, you got no choice but to give it to him.
Yeah, you almost have to automatically, right?
But
But
it also, but he can't be like 0 for 4 and 0 for 6, have 3 points, and then he hits a three and has 6 points with like 10 assists, and the 3 points that he got
it's
is
like
from
the
that three at the end or something. Like no 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 no
it's
no.
like the kid is like the kid that does nothing on the school project, but
Nah,
he
for
also
real.
gets the A
Yeah,
because everybody
exactly.
else did the work. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm gonna stick with my guy TJ. I'm gonna stick with TJ McConnell. I think if Indiana wins, I think it's gonna be because of him.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. All
Yeah.
right. Let's move on to some off the court stuff that has been
Okay.
going on. So on Father's Day, we got ourselves a treat.
Hmm.
The Grizzlies traded Desmond Bane to the Magic for Katavious Caldwell-Pope, Cole Anthony, four unprotected first-round picks, and one first-round pick swap. Orlando sent Memphis the number 16 pick in the 2025 draft and its 2026 first-round pick, which includes swap rights with the Suns or Wizards, and its 2028 and 2030 unprotected first-round selections. The pick swap is top two protected in 2029. The
Hmm.
Magic president said that this is a clear direction for them to be in a win now approach. Bain this past season averaged 19.6 boards and 5 assists in 69 games played this season.
What a trade! What a trade for just for Orlando. Um, you got a solid. Talk about a core right now. Talk about a core. You got Franz Wagner, you got Paolo Banchero, and now you got Desmond Bain, somebody who could really create off the dribble by himself, could go into any arena and get you 30 if he wants to, if
Mhm.
and if he's hot. I truly believe that he really could. This is big in terms of Orlando and big in terms of Memphis as well too. I think this is telling on the direction that they want to go. They tried out that core of Triple J, of John Morant, and Desmond Bain. They clearly saw that it wasn't going anywhere, and they knew that they had to make some moves right now. I
Right.
think so. I think that that's important to really see and feel out with Memphis. Where are they going right now? Where are they going to keep doing? I don't think that this is going to be the last move that they make.
Yeah, no, I think you're right on Memphis' side. For me, the moves that I'm really watching, what are they? Because they're saying that they want to extend Ja, saying that they want to extend Triple J. Do they though? Does somebody is there a team out there that might come with them, like that might come to them with a package like we'll take Ja, we'll take Triple J? Because you got to remember, I'm not really worried about Ja with the off court stuff. It's more the fact that he's been injured
A
over these
lot.
last, yeah, exactly over these last few years a lot, and that's my biggest concern. It's the reason why they're always just fighting to get into the playoffs. Also, another concern for me with Triple J, even though Triple J is a good player, he could be great though. I feel like he could be great. I feel like there's another level to him that he hasn't tapped into, and I don't know if he's refusing to do it or not. But my biggest problem with him, you can't be 6'11", you can't be this brawler and only average 6 rebounds per game. You
Yeah,
should be
no.
you should be under the you should be under the boards controlling everything. You
He
should
should at least be averaging 13 boards.
Oh, he should be able to control everything. He's so huge, but he plays so small.
Mhm.
And that's my biggest problem with him. And he's very athletic too. He can get up on anybody. That's my biggest problem right there. So if Memphis is going to indeed commit to the both of them, first and foremost, you need Ja to be healthy. Ja's your engine, as we all know it. When Ja went out, what was it, a couple years ago when they had traded for Marcus Smart and everything, they went nowhere, right?
And we thought like in I really thought
You
that
thought
should
that
have
was the
made
thing
him
that
a
was gonna
real
put them up?
playoff contender.
Yeah,
Having Marcus Smart, I mean, Marcus Smart, he dealing with his own. He's been dealing with his own injuries and barely being on the court in comparison to how he was with the Celtics, and he was active every game.
right.
Um, and there's just like two more angles I want to attack this at. I think Memphis might be a little confused on who to run this organization through. I really do think that as we're sitting here talking about it, I think that they don't know if they should go in the Jaren Jackson Jr. direction or if they should go in the John Morant direction. And I think that that's putting them at a crossroads right now.
Yeah,
And because both players are kind of giving you certain things. No, not kind of. Both players are giving you things to be worried about. John Morant has had 15 ailments over the missed how many games? 15 ailments: knee, back,
hamstring.
foot, a hamstring,
Wrist.
shoulder. Like
Yes,
he and that scares me because like I just don't. He's so athletic and he's just such a bouncy guy that you never know.
right.
So and I think Memphis kind of sees that. So do they want to go with Triple J? But then, like you said, Triple J should be controlling everything, and he should be a difference maker on that floor, and he's kind of not
Yeah, yeah. He's very. If I'm being honest with you, for
mid level.
he's very mid. He's very mid.
That's the best way to put it. He's mid.
Let's be honest with ourselves. Kendrick Perkins has been saying it for a while, and I totally agree with him. We overhype him. We talk about Tyrese. I'm not gonna say we talk about. We never talk about Tyrese Halliburton, but the players call Tyrese Halliburton overrated. They should give that label to Triple J, to Jaren Jackson Jr. In my opinion. Like I said, you're 6'11", and bro, you have muscles like Shannon Sharp. You're gonna sit here and tell me that you're only averaging 6 rebounds a game. Every time I look at him, I'm like, eh. Like every time I watch him, I'm just like, eh.
And he
Nothing's
don't do
exciting.
enough. He don't do enough.
You're not exciting. Like yeah, you have your games where you go off, but then when Ja is out, when Ja is out, I'm expecting 25 and 10 to say the least. But no, I don't see that. I'm seeing single digit scoring, single digit rebounding. Your 3-point shot is all over the place. Like you look underdeveloped, if I'm being honest.
Honestly, he should be a lot more developed, like than where he's at. He should be where Evan Mobley is right now.
Boom,
Honestly,
boom,
honestly,
boom. You hit it on it. You hit it right there.
honestly,
You hit it right there. That's the arrow right there.
Evan Mobley is outpacing him,
Easily,
outgrowing him
easily.
by he's lapping him essentially right now.
Remember just about what 2 years ago, Evan Mobley, he would get you double doubles, but it was a quiet double double. But now he's getting you double doubles, and now you have no choice but to look at it and be like, "Hey, yo, chill out."
It's the loudest double double
It's
in the
the
world.
exactly. You got to be like, "Hey, yo, bro, chill out." Like you doing a lot, and that's what we expect from Jaren Jackson Jr. But we're just not getting that. And I think, and like you said, they're coming at a crossroads right now where they want to extend both of them because I think that they see the value and they see how much both of them can do. The only problem is they're not producing.
I'm gonna actually say I think Desmond Bane was the one that had the most value. I think that's why he got
That's the
traded.
reason why he got
Also,
traded. Yeah, no, no, no.
he
That's
had the most value.
yeah, yeah, no, that's the reason why he got traded. And I think this helps them in the future because just in case you do extend Jaren Jackson
Yeah,
Jr. and John Moran and they don't pan out, guess what? I still have my picks to fall back on. And then guess
exactly.
what? If they don't pan out, I can still package Ja and Jaren Jackson Jr. and get more from it.
And you never know. Like, there's always three, four, or five team trades going on. I'm gonna
Exactly.
also say the second angle I wanted to attack this at real quick. If Desmond Bane is worth how many picks? Four,
5.
five. Desmond Bane, Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges was four.
Yeah. And both
Desmond,
and both were like what, like four. I forgot McHale's exactly, but I know this one right here is 5 first round picks essentially.
and I think I know. I'm telling you, I think the Knicks gave four first rounders, dude.
Yeah, yeah. If I'm not mistaken,
So,
I think they get 5 total.
so I say all of that to say this: if Giannis goes, what is he worth now? If Desmond Bane, you got five first round picks for Desmond Bane. What
Yo,
is KD worth?
bro, we're moving mountains here because you also got to understand. You also got to understand when these trade packages go through, they're matching up the contracts. So Kevin Durant's contract is what in the upper 50s. To
Mm-hmm.
get a trade package that matches a 58, $59 million contract, which is crazy to think of.
What's the asking price for these two for a Giannis or a KD when Desmond
Exactly.
Bane and Mikal Bridges is going for this?
Exactly. Especially with the fact that for both of these players, both organizations want to do what's best for both of these players, but they also do what's best for them.
Mhm.
So
And at the
yeah.
end of the day, I think that they're gonna do what's best for them, no matter what.
Oh yeah. And I'm telling you right now, with the draft coming up on Wednesday, man, these packages.
Yo, Dallas, dude. Oh, that is a whole, that we could spend half an hour talking about Dallas alone
Oh yes.
and Cooper. And that's what's so exciting, actually. Like that is so exciting. But the draft being on Wednesday, some of these teams they're gonna be. I think they might wait for the draft, but I see another mountain moving. I think before Wednesday comes,
Yeah, me
and
too. Me too.
I see a blockbuster somewhere.
With Bane already being moved, yeah. Yeah, something different's gonna
I
happen.
really do think Giannis is gonna stay in Milwaukee. I really do.
He seems like the type. He seems like the Dirk Nowitzki, Kobe Bryant type of guy where he's gonna stay loyal because of how much Milwaukee has embraced him and his family.
Hmm.
Yeah, I could definitely
You
see that.
gotta. I now the actual question needs to be, you gotta you gotta just trade Chris Middleton. Honestly speaking, that's what I would do.
Well, they already traded Chris Middleton.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Um. Oh, I'm so stupid. They did. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Remember
You're right.
they
You're
got
right. You're
Kyle.
right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Oh, I thought he was still on the team. Good Lord. Whew. 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 Thank God. All
There's
right.
a
That's
lot of
a whole
excitement
different.
going on. It's all right.
Whew.
It's all right.
Whew. Whew. I can't say get rid of Dame now, though. Let me not say that. At least,
I mean, he tore his Achilles. I don't know what to
all
do with
right,
him.
they ain't no moving him. He just gonna
Yeah,
stay.
no.
He gonna be on the bench. Last man on the bench. I say, oh God, yo. I mean, we gonna see what happens, man. We gonna see.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see what happens with the draft, with the free
Hmm.
agency. This is gonna be this summer's gonna be crazy.
Yo, what's going on with the Lakers, my guy?
Oh, I'm actually very happy that you asked because the Buss family sells majority of ownership of the Lakers to Mark Walter for 10 billion with a B, 10 billion, making it the largest sale of a pro sports franchise in the world. Not in America,
The world.
the world, all over. The late Jerry Buss purchased the Lakers for $67.5 million in 1979. If you guys don't know who Mark Walter is, Mark Walter is the owner of the Dodgers, the LA Sparks, and he's the CEO and chairman of a diversified holding company called TWG Global.
Hmm.
So, and the Buss family will still retain just about over 50% a minority of the of ownership still. Um, but yeah, this is huge. This is gonna catapult the Lakers into something different. This is going to allow them to have a lot more resources because money, for the most part, has been tight with the Lakers with Jeannie running it. And Jeannie has been doing a good job, essentially. She was able to, they were able to get a championship in 2020 nonetheless. And they're still relevant, still getting into the playoffs and things of that nature. But they just needed something a little more. Now, Mark Walter, back in a couple years, I want to say 2021, they sold a minority stake to Mark Walter. What happened was, if anybody else wanted to come in and buy the Lakers, Mark Walter had the right to shut that down
Hmm.
and match that bid in order to buy the Lakers. But people also got to understand that the Lakers is just a brand. So they're not like the Knicks, how like the Knicks are owned by like Madison Square Garden or like the Knicks own Madison Square Garden or whatever it is. So the Lakers are like mainly just a brand, but it's one of the most popular, most global brands, right? But yeah, no, Mark Walter being able to own the Dodgers, and you see what he's been doing with the Dodgers lately, owning the LA Sparks. They haven't been doing as much, but everybody knows who the LA Sparks is.
Getting there. I
They're
think LA
getting there.
Sparks are getting there.
They're
They
getting there.
getting there.
They're getting there. So yeah, this is gonna open up a lot. And then especially with the fact that you have Luca, he this is gonna be his team. This is gonna be his reign now. If you have Luca with this reign, with Mark Walter, someone who just purchased a team for $10 billion, I seen on Twitter somebody said the second apron is gonna be scared of him.
Yo, honestly, yo, I can see some like like this is purely like just me cracking jokes here. They gonna get rid of the salary cap. They gonna get rid of the second apron. They gonna get rid of all of that. They just gonna because he just gonna blow it out the water. Watch, we about to see Luca. We about to see KD together, and then Dame gonna come with John Morant, and
Nikola
then
Jokic.
and then Nicola, and then Russell Westbrook gonna
That's
come
the best
back
we're gonna come
too.
back.
Nah, like nah, for real. Nah, I'm interested to see what this means for the Lakers, even GM wise. Honestly, I'm really interested to see what's gonna go on in in Lake Show Town.
Now I can say, with because also I don't know if people know this, but Mark Walter's business partner is Magic Johnson.
Yeah, yeah, and
That's another big thing.
Magic had he was definitely
In his ear
fervent,
about that, you know
fervent.
what I mean? Like, go ahead, get that. But if you see Magic Johnson, you see all the teams that he's a part of. All they do is win. The Dodgers, he's a minority owner in the Washington Commanders,
And
who
look at
out of
them right
nowhere,
now. And look
who
at
out of
them.
no, the Commanders literally went from out of nowhere being a team dead last to being one of the best teams in the
They were
NFL.
they were they weren't even on the screen, bro, and now they're up here.
And now they're up there and they're dead in your face now. But for I almost forgot where I was going with this. Man,
Um,
I'm so excited. But yeah, no, like you said, Brian Windhorst and others, Ramona Shelburne, they're all saying that this could segue our way into expanding the NBA. So Vegas, get your stuff ready. Seattle, get ready.
Yo, don't let the Supersonics come back, boy.
We're going over a little bit on time, but yes, I just wanted to leave everybody with that little egg right there. That with with the Celtics not too long ago being sold for 6 billion, now the Lakers are being sold for 10 billion. Yes, yes, expansion is probably coming. And expansion is probably coming. I don't know when.
We just seen expansion in the WNBA.
Yeah,
It would
yeah.
only be right for the NBA
Only
to
right for the
follow
NBA to
suit,
come
follow in
in.
its footsteps.
Exactly, exactly. But man, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. But yeah, that's our episode for today. I hope you all enjoyed just as much as we did. Oh man, we got so much done. But yeah, like we said, Game 7 Sunday night. Be there. And I'm your host Cam Silver,
I'm your co-host Kyle Silver.
and this is the Silver Boys.
Thank you, thank you.